Yes, people. Welcome to Arsenal Therapy. And it's nice being a United fan because these lot can't chat crap to me at all because I won. We're going to be joined by a girl when he finishes his stream. Dale's on the way home from work. You might even have monster appearance. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, smash the likes. Subscribe if you're new. Hear what these lot have to say. Don't be rude in the comments. But other than that, I'm joined by Mr. Shaq. If people don't know Shaq, he's just below me. Everyone knows Hooks. You got D in the bottom middle right there. And we got Mr. Olu right there as well. But how are you, man? How are we feeling, people, man? Because I'm feeling really good. And obviously, Hooks has been pretty much cooked for the last 38 hours, something along them lines. 24 hours, to be fair. So how are we doing, man? It's my first stream with Hooks, by the way. Big up Hooks.
Good, man. Like, you get it. Apparently, whenever we lose, I'm the only Arsenal fan that exists on the planet, innit? So I'm just here, there, everywhere, just getting collapsed. While all these man that actually say the wild stuff, them man hiding. You get it? So yeah, man's about. I'm good, bro. You know what I mean? I'm calm. Yeah, you know what it is, man. I've got a zen. You get it? I got a zen mentality in it. You get it? What's done is done. What will be. What is. Yeah. So yeah, I'm calm, man.
He's here to land the minerals. What are you saying, Olu, man? Because you're going back to supporting Nonce now. Not people. I didn't say nonce people. Nonce. I'm just clarifying it. It's FC Nonce. That's how you say their name.
How dare you disrespect me by saying that? Yeah, FC Nonce, man. 15th in the French league. That's me right there. Wearing the yellow and green. Listen, man, I've been supporting them since I was a child. You get me? Nah, I'm good, man. Listen, Sunday was horrific. Right, but it's still horrific. I'm still hurt about it, man. Not winning against 10 men is criminal. It is criminal work, and to be honest, I think that one stings more than anything else. And for me, yeah, do you know what? The Newcastle game, I thought losing that game, the worst thing that could happen because we had to play the next set of teams, which is Tottenham, Man United, and Villa with the same team. And now we've lost 2 out of those 4 games in that row. And this is the same team we have to then roll out in 2 days' time against Tottenham. And I know everyone says, listen, Tottenham's defense isn't that great. But God damn it, our attack isn't that great. So it's a mid-off. It's a complete mid-off. And then if we somehow scrape a win against Spurs, we then have to play Villa as well. So right now, listen, me and Hooks, we say this thing of, I'm ready to be hurt again. Right now, I'm not ready to be hurt. I am broken. I am watching NFL now.
What's saying, Shaq? You're on mute. Don't worry. It's a bit like your team yesterday. So, nothing new.
Yeah, this is what you've created, Arsenal Football Club. This is what you created. My man's down in 13th for that, closer to the relegation battle or whatnot. And he gets to talk to us like that. You know, this is what we've created, man. Like, I'm just tired, man. I can't be asked to talk about the game or the next few games. It's just, I feel like we're a hamster in a wheel right now.
They're talking it, man.
We'll have a few wins. We're still a decent. We'll have a few wins. Yeah. All the hope comes back again. I'm ready to be hurt again and whatnot, blah, blah.
Ollie's favourite saying.
That's my favourite saying. Oh, he's frozen.
Then we get to a cup game. Another 10 games in a row. Yay, that's the process. And then again losing and then again failing to win. Like, it's just it's long, it's boring. I don't see the point of talking about Spurs. Honestly. We're just going to see the same old issue.
That's the one, by the way. You're lagging, by the way. You're lagging.
I'm still lagging, yeah. Let me come out and come back in, yeah. See if it makes a difference.
Turn off the background thing. It will make you lag, innit? What are you saying, D, man? My runner, my Achilles.
No, man. I just feel like everyone's just already given up, innit? So what's the point, fam? If everyone's given up already, then you get me? I didn't know it was so easy. I didn't know it was so easy to give up
Where's
in
the
life.
energy, people, man? Where's the energy?
D,
I didn't
come
know
on,
it's so easy to give up in life, blood.
D, you're my guy. Listen, I know you're very level-headed. You're very, you think before you talk. You don't just act on emotions. But God damn it, our front three against Tottenham can be Havertz, Sterling, and Martinelli. Deep down.
I haven't given up though. By the way,
That's enough. That's enough to beat Tottenham.
Yeah, exactly, bro. We're beating Tottenham on Wednesday, bro. Don't get into it.
It depends. We're having bare different conversations. The conversation to why we didn't beat Newcastle was a different conversation. Whether Arteta should still be at Arsenal is a different conversation. It's different conversations. The conversation to beat Tottenham is a different conversation as to whether Arteta should be in or out. It's two different convos.
I hear that. I'm just saying though, like I think the reason why most people are down is just the injuries that makes things worse. Seeing listen, let's be real.
I ain't getting into the Tottenham game thinking that they should be beating us, bro.
I'm not saying they should beat us. I don't think they should be beating us.
I'm not getting into the Tottenham game thinking they should beat us, regardless of what form we think we're in, regardless of whether we're set piece. But I don't think Tottenham should be beating us. Period.
100% at home.
Tottenham are wherever they are. They're 11th or 12th or whatever they're in. We're second in the league or whatever. There's no way on earth I'm going on Wednesday thinking Tottenham should be beating us. I don't, regardless of whether people think Arteta should be in or out, regardless of whether we're playing well or not, regardless of whether we're set piece FC or not, regardless of all of that, you think I'm going on Wednesday thinking Tottenham should be beating us?
Of course not.
All of this doom and gloom that people have got when we're going into the Tottenham game, you got to take it. The game's different. If you've got doom and gloom about Man United because we're out of the cup, I get that. We're out of another cup. So that makes sense to me because we're out of a whole competition. The Tottenham game, I think Tottenham should beat us at our ground. Are you lot mad?
Yes.
You know, all sitting there going like Andrew's come like we're going up against like some Goliath team or something. What's going on, fam? Everyone's sitting down going, oh yeah, because of this, and we're sitting down all drapes in, fam. Like, what's going on, fam?
Don't do this. You're making me believe again.
It's not like you believe, fam. This is what you need. Man, need realness in life, bro. Man's from the trenches. Man's really about this life, bro. Man, need realness in life. Man's going on. We're going into a good team against Tottenham. Why the hell should Tottenham beat us?
Yeah,
don't do this.
Oh, you told me the argument that Tottenham are doing to make sure that they beat us. They played Tamworth. Went to extra time against Tamworth. They got half their team missing. So you tell me why they should beat us. Someone tell me why Tottenham should beat us. Someone tell me.
I'm not saying beat.
It's not about Tottenham beating us. It's about us beating ourselves. That's the problem. I worry about us.
So you think Tottenham are favourites to beat us on Wednesday?
No, I don't think they're favourites. We've had the Emirates as well. No, I don't think they're favourites. But again, I know my football club too well. I've said this before. We are too old to be this naive. A bad result is always somewhere around the corner or down the road. Sometimes it comes where you don't expect it. Sometimes it comes where you do expect it.
No, I'm not denying that. I'm saying the conversations are two different convos. The conversation about whether we're beating Tottenham is a different conversation to losing to Man United. We should never have lost to Man United because we had 10 men, missing penalties, missing chances. That is clearly Arteta's fault. Not because of the tactics on the pitch, but because you didn't buy a striker. Same as Newcastle. So that I can understand that argument. The next game we've got is Tottenham at home. I expect to win that game. The game after that is Aston Villa at home. I expect to win that game. Even with our,
I think there's a difference.
I don't care what's going on. We got our full team. Only person missing is Saka. The only player missing our team is Saka. More or less.
It's not necessarily about. It's not necessarily about like what we expect from our club. And listen, we're Arsenal fans, innit? We should always expect highly from our club. We should always expect us to win and whatnot. It's not necessarily about expectations. It's just looking at the reality of the situation. Like these things happen in football all the time. Sometimes weaker teams beat better teams. It happens all the time, bro. And when you see the shit shows that we've seen of late, even if it is a Tottenham, bro, like there's always going to be a concern when you're in bad form. Or when you're seeing repetitive faults in your team.
Yeah, I hear that.
We're actually not in bad form in the league.
No, I hear that. That's a different convo, though, isn't it? Like that's a.
I don't know.
Yeah.
also the other thing. Okay, I'll be serious. The thing that worries me the most about Arsenal right now is our chance creation is literally now resulted to just crossing the ball in. We've gone from being able to make like chances from the middle of the park, right? Being able to pass and move. Our game is so slow right now, and we don't create that much chance apart from just putting the ball to putting across each time. That's starting to get. It worries me, and things that if we're not taking these chances, like Havertz did twice now in 2 games, has missed glaringly open chances, right? And there is no sort of substitute for him in terms of he has to play all these games. If we're not creating chances that are, I hate using XG, but high quality chances where actually a striker should just be put in the back of the net. That isn't a cross, right? That's what worries me. And so it's not about if we can beat Tottenham or not. I think we can beat Tottenham. I think we are better than Tottenham because, like you said, most of the players are gone. But as Shaka said, we also have the ability to beat ourselves up, not by defending badly, by not taking our chances. If you look at the Newcastle game, you look at the Man United game, we created a hell of a lot of chances. Like,
Newcastle are better than Tottenham, and Man United right now are better than Tottenham.
And listen, but I'm just saying though, in isolation, if you look at those games, like take away the score and just look at the chances that were created against Newcastle and United, you'd say Arsenal should have scored at least more than the number of goals that was created, but we didn't, and that is
but we know that. You're just saying things that we already know. We already know.
But that's the problem.
I know this already. But
that's the problem.
I know that already. You're telling me things that I already know, innit? I'm saying the point is we got Tottenham on Wednesday. I'm so confused as to why people think Tottenham are better position to beat us.
No, but no one's saying Tottenham in a better position to beat us. We're saying what Shaq is saying, which I agree with him to an extent, is Arsenal have also got the ability to beat ourselves up, not by not scoring a goal, by essentially having 20 chances, not scoring one, and Tottenham.
So if the players thought like this, that the season was over and the title was over, would you say they got a winning mentality or a losing mentality? Would you expect the players in the back behind the scenes to be saying, "Yeah, guys, we're out of it now"? Is that what you expect the players to say?
I don't expect them not to do that, but also don't expect Kai Havertz to miss a chance from 2 yards out.
No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about on Wednesday we got Tottenham. I'm saying, what do you expect the players now in the training room? They're in the training ground now playing. Do you expect them to be saying we can still go for the title or not?
Yes, I expect him. And
so why are you not saying it then? Why are you putting expectations of other people that you're not putting on yourself?
Because I am broken. What part of that are you not
It's your job to fix yourself, bro. Go get therapy if you're broken.
No, hold on. Let's get something straight here. We're football fans. We're not players. You understand? We're here for free. Some of us, we go to the games. We pay our money. These men are paid £1,000 a week to do a job, and they are playing sport at the elite level. Do not give us as fans the same expectations as the players. Just because we don't believe in them, they're professionals and they're getting paid big boy bucks to do what they do. No matter what we say, they should prevail. Yeah? That's what winning clubs do. That's what winning players do. Not this nonsense stuff. Oh, well, support the players or negative energy, bruv. Who cares? There's other clubs around Europe here that criticize their players in worse ways. Ducks them down the road.
That's where we're different. I don't watch anyone else, fam. That's the difference. I don't watch other people. I do what I believe. That's the difference. You're saying cool. That's what big clubs do. So I'm not expectations do you have for yourself? Yeah, go on. No, go on.
No, what was the question?
No, I'm saying what expectation when you're saying that the expectation you have on on the players is to win games. Yeah, cool. So I'm accepting that. The reason why, let me tell you what the main issue is. What my main issue is that we got the highest ticket prices, one of the highest ticket prices in the world, and Arteta's on such high wages. That's what I think the major problem is. Because if you're gonna have the highest in the world, then you should be winning the highest trophies in the world. That's my thing. But when it comes down to when people say, for example, I'm online with people and people will say, "Oh, I only want to win the Champions League or the Premier League." Well, that means that's 2 trophies that you're giving away then. So at the beginning of the season, there's only two out of 4 trophies that you'd rather win. So when people now say, "Oh, he hasn't won a trophy for 4 or 5 years," but you're discounting 2 trophies though. you're discounting 2 trophies. So if Arteta wins the FA Cup or the League Cup, you're going to say that's not a big enough trophy, right?
It's a fair point.
But they're not discounting 2 trophies.
Would I say that? Would I say that? Hold on a minute. Would I say that? Yes, because at this point I'm tired. Even if he wins a trophy, F him off. I'm not concerned. But I would only say that not because I don't respect the other trophies. I am only saying that because of the time and money that he has had and the autonomy. And this is something very important that we don't like to talk about, because at one point, even after having a summer transfer window, the brother had us 15 for a few weeks. The autonomy that this guy has been given to fell. So I'm sorry if 4.5 years down the line and another 700 million plus down the line, if I'm not accepting a League Cup or an FA Cup. I want my club to win it, but at the end of the day, it's about Arsenal Football Club. It's not about Arteta.
Yeah, I understand. I agree. No, I agree with that point. Yeah, go on, sorry.
I'm the FA Cup now, but win me a trophy and piss off if you can't win the big ones. You've had the time, you've had the money.
I agree with that, but let me tell you what happened. He prioritized certain trophies. We all know that. He gave up the little cups to prioritize the big ones. Didn't end up winning the big ones. So we're thought, oh, you know what? All of a sudden, this drought has become longer. It's been. If we'd focused on the little trophies, we potentially might have picked up another 1 or 2.
I don't believe that.
Man United sacked Ten Hag after he won 2 trophies because they were thinking, listen, we want the big trophies. Man United are at a completely different level in terms of stature to us. We've never even won the Champions League ever.
I don't believe.
Wait,
I don't
let me
believe.
finish. We've never won the Champions League. We've never won the Champions League ever.
Real quick, with United. But with United, it's not just because they wanted to win the bigger trophies. It's because the form in their league. They went from 3rd to 8th, my brother. They finished bottom of their Champions.
Yeah, but I'm putting it in context in terms of Arsenal, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm putting it in context to Arsenal because we haven't finished 8th in the last couple of years. We finished second, didn't it?
So stop all this bullshit.
Wait. What's before you go? I want to say something.
Dusan Vlahovic linked to us right now. You taking him or no?
Yeah.
Who?
Take him in the flash.
Of course I'm taking him.
Because there's gonna be an emergency meeting. Jesus getting his knee injury. Kroenke's flying out immediately after the game tonight, and they're gonna have an emergency meeting. They're gonna see if they can free up funds to go get a striker this window.
I'm not in the boardroom. I don't know what they're talking about regarding that.
The incompetency from the higher ups at our football club never ceases to amaze me. Yeah. Jesus, I'll
believe it when I see it. Yeah. So the thing I'll say though is
we're not going to talk about it.
No, wait. We'll talk about it in a second. I just want to say something about to Dave very quickly though about
go on.
Prioritizing other cups. I don't believe that. The reason why I'm saying is that if you go back and look at some of the teams that have played in some of those games that we've lost in the League Cup and in the FA Cup, they've actually been pretty strong teams. So you look at the Liverpool game last year; it was pretty much his first team. This year, Newcastle and Man United was his first team. I think which other teams have we lost to? Man City was his first team. Like he actually plays his first team, so I don't think he deprioritizes it. I just think we've not been good enough to win those games, which is maybe it's an indication of the team. Also,
what team? I'm confused. I'm confused. What bits you talking about?
Because you said he doesn't prioritize those smaller cups to win the big ones. But I'm saying if you go back and look at the teams he played in those games that we lost to come out of these competitions, they were actually pretty strong teams. It's not like he was playing what Wenger was doing when he was playing the Fran Maridas and the young players. He was actually playing his pretty much close to his first team, but we still lost those games. So I don't think it's a case of him deprioritizing it. I think it's just more a case of we weren't good enough to win those games.
Potentially, I'm not saying that. My point I'm making is when fans nowadays say they only expect the Champions League or the Premier League, I'm trying to say you're expecting a trophy that we've never won in our history, which is the first one in the Champions League. And we're talking about we've had a 20-year gap of winning the Premier League. Arteta's been there for 5 years, but we're giving him the 20-year problem, which is the problem should be 5-year problem. It's not a 20-year problem, but everyone's saying, "Oh, we ain't won it for 20 years." Arteta wasn't a manager for 20 years. So I don't know why they keep saying we ain't won it for 20 years and you're just giving him all the problems. But he's the one that has to deal with it and he's the one that has to fix it. But us as fans, we've got a duty to understand what's actually going on.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown. If you're going to be the CEO, quote unquote, of the manager of Arsenal Football Club, it's going to come with the pressure of the fact that things that happened in the past and what happened in the present are put on top of you. It's just.
Listen, I'm not. This is not an Arteta out debate, because if some people want Arteta out, I can understand that because they want to win stuff now, and I'm not against people saying that. I'm not saying about Arteta in. I'm not doing all of that. That's not what my point is. My point is, if a man gonna have a discussion about something, I need to understand it has to be a productive conversation, and the conversation has to be about the next game is Tottenham. Can we win that? Yes. Should we have beaten Newcastle? Yes. Should we have beaten Man United? Yes. Can we beat Aston Villa? Yes. So I don't understand why everyone is talking about the Arteta in out when we've still got games to play right now. So you don't want to sack him before Tottenham or what?
I would.
You would sack him. You're a Man United manager. You're a Man United fan, so that's easy.
No, but I mean,
well, you should sack Amorim because Amorim's lost 6 out of 12. So you should sack him too.
Well, there's a difference. He's just come into and inherited a squad. The difference is he hasn't exactly built a squad and hasn't won fuck and all. Do you know what I mean? Like, for me, it's like, let's be real. Your attack, even if you get Vlahovic a gal, he ain't winning you no league, he ain't getting you close to it. The issue is you just need much, much more when it could have been solved time ago. And whether Hook says I'm Arsenal FC and we'll see at the end of the season and go from there, that's up to him. But if it was me, get the fuck out. Like, it's like you've been there long enough. I'll be like, look, that's
easy as a Man United fan, though, isn't it?
Yeah, of course, I can admit
that's
that.
what I'm saying. That's like
for me,
I would say the same about a 6 out of 12.
The outside looking in, it's like you ain't winning me no champs. Let's be honest. You're not winning me the Prem. Let's be real. You're not going to get enough enough players in to go and win me that Prem either, because it's just I don't believe that for me the attack is gonna sustain enough to get you enough points on the board eventually, because Saka's out for that long. Wanyeri, whether you want to look at him as a crucial piece, and then now he's talking about Timber's out now with a hamstring injury also, and he's a mint player. You're looking at Odegaard potential injury. I'm telling you now that brother is injured. I saw it with my own eyes, which you lot didn't see on the TV. That man got some. That man was.
He is injured.
He is injured, and then there's nothing else beyond that. And it's like you look at. I expect you to beat Tottenham. But when it comes to that Villa game, fuck me, you better do well.
Well, we got Villa. We're at home.
Yeah, but the thing is, even at Emirates right now, I'm looking at it like don't take this any in a malicious way. This is just my opinion from a rival view, innit? I couldn't care less if you are Emirates at this point. It's like whether it's a point, whether it's you get a draw, or even if you lose, I feel like you're gonna see a lot of draws at the moment. I think it'll be difficult, man.
That's what I'm saying. You're talking about it in terms of winning the league, innit? That's basically what you're saying.
Yeah. I think it's more of the part. Do you have another year in you to let Arteta build an attack and a squad and a thing? Or
we're only a couple of players away from having a squad that I think is
or do you
as good as any squad.
And do you trust the board enough, or does the other fan part want change?
But so that's what I'm saying. It's two different convos that we're having. That's the point I'm making.
The thing though is that change right now will be stupid, right? I mean, if you objectively just look at it, this week has been bad, but Arsenal's still second in the league and still third or fourth in the Champions League. So in theory, you would say if you're changing right now, especially if Arsenal is such a mess in terms of players, I don't see a manager coming in and just all of a sudden trying to take this mess of injuries and then making it better to win. So, like, it makes no sense to change it. Unless Arsenal starts going on a massive slump, you're not going to get someone who's going to come in and say, I'm going to take Sterling, Trossard, Martinelli, and Havertz and do better than what we've got right now. I don't think any manager in the world can do that. Even Pep in his best. But
sometimes, if you've kind of written off, I know. So I think Shaq was going to say, but if you've written off a season a little bit, like as a fan thinking we're not winning niche, there's enough time to prepare for going into next season by getting someone else's idea. And I suppose,
but I don't. But the only right.
Arsenal can get anyone they want in the world. They can get any manager they want in the world. If you're willing to pay 50 million for Arteta, you get anyone bar Pep.
Yeah, I agree with you, but we are not in a position to be writing off seasons because we pay the highest ticket prices in the world.
Think about
so
it.
we're not in a position to be saying to fans, you have to go to ground.
Your manager said after a game when he got asked, "Are you going to win trophies?" Hooks, what did he say?
We didn't get asked about winning trophies, but
something like that.
He said, will we win big trophies? I don't know.
Sackable offense.
And that's the guy you want to keep.
What's that got to do with anything? I don't understand.
How does that make you feel as a fan when someone, even your own manager, is saying, "I don't even know"? Like, of course, in theory, we will never know. Of course, on the black and white, we'll never know. But you don't say that. You don't say them things. You know what I mean? It's like loot. It's like
anything he says, you not fair. When he says about the ball, you say you shouldn't say that. When he says about the striker. You say I've heard about 5 things that Arteta shouldn't say this week.
Yeah, but it's been
Everyone said about
That's
it's been
because
5
he shouldn't be saying
Ten
that,
on,
man.
man.
That's
So what
because
should what should he say?
he needs to be held accountable for the excuses that he makes. 15 million a year. Come on, man. It needs to be.
No, I agree
Don't
with
blame
that. I
the
agree.
flipping of the players for losing the game.
I can't hear what you're saying. You know.
Yeah, it's
Am
I
I still?
I can't hear you, my guy.
yeah, you're
Is
quite
my team
laggy.
still
I don't
mad?
know. I can hear your audio a bit, but I think you're like a second behind, or maybe half a second when we respond. So it looks like you might cross over when talking, innit?
Shaq, you got that Caribbean internet right now, man. Internet all the way from the islands.
But I don't know. It's usually all right, but last couple of days has been funny, man.
Yeah, go on. It's working.
But
I can hear you. What are you saying?
Can you guys hear me all right? Or do you want me to?
Yeah,
I
can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear me. Yeah, listen. At the end of the day, yeah, that this manager has said a lot of every in it. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, he needs to be held accountable, man. You can't be blaming the flight of the ball. I'm sorry that you can't be doing these things. Like, you can't complain about people complaining about a manager, holding a manager accountable for nonsense that he's saying. I'm sorry, man. That's ludicrous.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Much money? You're getting paid more money than any other manager in world football aside from Pep. I think there's one more.
I agree with that.
Diego Simeone. But
why
raise up the point? But why raise up the point? Yeah, saying, people have said, there's 5 things you know said in a press conference. Why raise the point if you agree with what I'm saying? I'm confused.
Because the point I'm making is the point I'm agreeing with is saying that he's expected to win big trophies because he's the highest paid. I'm saying we're having 2 different convos. The convo of Arteta in or out is different to the conversation about whether or not we're going into the games that we should be winning. You're saying you should sack him now, and I'm saying that means you're basically saying write the season off. Is that what you're saying? Write the season off, basically.
I think your season realistically is a little bit.
It's written off already.
Shit. No, I did not.
How can you write the season off halfway through the season when we're 6
I did not say that. I did not say that. I did not say. I didn't say that. I did not say this guy's
because the season. I believe already written.
I saw that, Kaz. You want to Andrew Amrin him?
No, I never said that. He's talking about in the chat.
Criminal behavior.
Look what he's got. What you mean? You egg, man. What are you talking about, fam? I said much love, guys. So all you know, Cass would prefer Ange. I never said that. Yeah, I said I would take Ange as a manager. I think he's a good manager. It's just because you're not in that.
Over Amrin. I thought Amrin was wavy.
No, Ollie,
Right
now, he just knocked your manager out another round. Allow it.
Penalties. It doesn't count as a draw.
I guess what? And guess what? If you want to really break down, I reckon 2-2 Spurs. Yeah, big up, Sava, man. You waffler, man. Look what you're doing, causing shit already. If we want to break down the game, we can do it. I already done it on Sava's channel, so I can't really be bothered in it. Like in terms of decisions, all that bullshit. Kai Havertz blazing over the bar, even though he's handballed it. The low, really, truly, if that went to VAR, he's not getting sent off. I'm beating you, bro. If I had 11 men, I'm beating you.
No, the low still get sent off.
But you didn't.
No, he didn't touch him. He didn't touch him.
They beat us anyway.
Yeah, I'm saying
the draw.
in full time. No, we beat you, G. In full time, we beat you.
No, we drew in full time.
Oh my god.
No, they beat us. Let's not give them anything. Let's not give them anything to go start.
Anyways, long story short, I reckon in 90 minutes, if we had 11 men on that field, we take you regardless. I think our defending was that solid, and you lot were lacking ideas.
No, your defending wasn't. No. It wasn't a defensive masterclass. We've already had this convo. It was not. No.
Yes, it was.
This was not no defensive masterclass.
Your attacking was attacking great, yeah. Right,
it was because we missed our chances. That's the reason why you won the game.
You had one shot on target until the 60th.
We missed the penalty. Declan Rice one header. Havertz. Say that again.
That came from Delo getting sent off literally minutes later, not even that far off. Like what, 2 minutes?
What does that mean? You said if Delo,
if Delo never got sent off, that whole scenario never happens.
We're not in the Marvel multiverse.
Wait, what do you mean if he didn't get sent off? I don't understand that. What do you mean if he didn't get sent off?
When Delo got sent off, it all went out for a free kick, then it went on for clearance on a throw in, and then from there down your left hand side, whatever. Yada, you scored. So that goal doesn't happen. And then, so my bad.
I don't get what do you mean like. What? So
And
you
also-
think? So in that
and
game,
also-
you think
and
that you
also-
lot should have won that game?
And also-
You come out that game
yeah,
thinking you
yeah.
should have
So
won.
in the end, like he was all
Yeah.
possession, no bite. All possession, no bite. And also,
Even
what
your
I
manager
say,
said we should have won.
even with the penalty, it was never a penalty. But
Your manager said we should have won.
yeah, because my man does it. Because do you understand with the manager, whether he said that or not, Amrim, the way he speaks, if you don't want to take it as what he says as real, then that's up to you, bro. But as United
he's a
fans,
liar.
Oh, so he's
But
lying.
we should take
He's a
Arteta
liar.
what he says is real.
all,
Oh,
all these
Amram's a
top
liar.
managers say the right thing, but
Oh,
they're
so he's
all
lying.
liars.
But
Of course, they're liars.
we just killing Arteta for what he's
Of
saying,
course
but you're
they're
taking that
liars.
as real.
Of
But
course,
I'm
they're
not as real.
liars. They're all liars. It's just Arteta's just a
Oh,
this guy.
You know, I can see why you want Andrew's pen.
Anyways,
I can see why you want
I
Andrew.
don't. And then afterwards, when the penalty goes about, when it's not even a penalty, anyways, yeah. So
That's not a penalty. It's not
So
a penalty.
I don't think where's low block as that situation happens anyways, because it was more setting up more for the mid block, because nothing's going in behind.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Pause.
It's if it does.
I didn't actually believe Man United fans thought they should have won that game. You're the first person I've heard say that.
No, because all you lot kept doing was crossing the ball. Literally,
We created a Kaz, really.
bro.
It was.
I'm
Look how
being
many
dead
chances we
serious.
created, bro. We should have beaten you like 4-1.
Crossing the ball.
Oh
It
my
was,
word.
it was a lot of
Crossing the
process.
ball.
Yeah, but what? So Declan Rice shouldn't have scored that header. He shouldn't have scored that.
That's a
But
cross.
again.
What
That
do you
happened.
care
That
if it was?
again. I will say
Well,
this
you're not
now.
allowed to
Yeah?
cross no more.
No, wait. Again, I'll say this now. If Man United have 11 men, them sort of scenarios don't happen because we're not set back as much. We have an extra man to attack.
Why do
You
you
don't
keep saying
understand
if they didn't have 11 men though? That's what I'm saying. Why do you keep
you know
saying
what?
that?
You know what? I'm
He got 2
stupid.
yellow
I'm-
cards from 2 fouls. I don't understand why you keep saying if you had 11 men.
That's what was my whole thing. I said with 11 men on the pitch, we beat you in 90 minutes. That's my opinion. That's my thoughts.
If we
guess-
scored a
I
penalty,
guess
we
we
beat
never
you in
know.
90 minutes.
I guess we
Yeah.
never know.
Yeah, I know, but I'm talking just from the low scenario. I'm saying if there was 11v11 on the pitch, I still think I reckon we beat you, and all your scenarios don't happen. I reckon we get another goal.
Oh, you think Jalot shouldn't have been sent off, basically?
No, he should have got sent off.
He shouldn't have.
No,
He should've.
because my man, well, he didn't touch my man, so of course not.
Because Marino jumped out of the way. So
But you get
it
cards
was-
for intent.
You get because remember when Vieira got sent off against Roy Keane?
No,
and-
my man could
Vieira,
have jumped
Roy
over.
Keane. Oh,
here we go.
Kaz, Vieira got sent off against
Vieira, Roy Keane.
Wait, but listen.
We got a lot of yellows.
Vieira got sent off against not Roy Keane, against Van Nistelrooy when he kicked out but didn't touch him. And the ref said, regardless of the fact you didn't touch the player, the attempt is a card.
Right.
So,
I'm gonna be honest with you. Whatever the refereeing was about 20 years ago, I couldn't give a shit because it's all different now.
That's true. But we all know João Pedro should have been sent off for that elbow, don't we? We all know that, right?
Yeah, well, looking at it in
He
second,
didn't touch him, but we all know it's a red card. We all know Martinez when he did that 2-footed challenge that tried to break that player's leg should have been sent off, right? We all know that, right?
Well, if you want to talk
There
about
we
cards,
go.
I mean, you're the best
didn't
for it.
touch him.
You know what I mean? Like, didn't hear that about the referee yesterday.
João Pedro tried to elbow someone. He should have been sent off. Simple as that.
Yeah, it should have been sent off. Anyway, it was still a draw, so let's just continue.
No, it
It wasn't
wasn't.
a draw. They beat
it
us,
wasn't a
man. They beat us because we can't score goals. Simple
I'm a
as that.
troll. I am a troll.
If you can't score goals, how do you expect to beat like more
49
further
shots
defenses
in
than
49
Villa?
shots and one
Yeah,
goal.
it's
is
true.
crazy.
But again, you can have as much shots as you want. It's your selection of shot. What's
No,
about the
for me, I
selection?
know
of
I'm
shot?
saying is 49 shots in 2 games and 1 goal is crazy.
Yeah, maybe. So where do you think what do you think needs to change? I know someone's going to say the manager, but what do you think really needs to change? Like
I
going
let
forward?
Gal talk. He ain't spoke yet.
Yeah, guys been mad quiet.
Very simple. Go out into the transfer window and sign a forward.
No, but I mean in game.
In game, you just need to take your chances. I think these guys are missing chances that are harder to miss than they are to score. It's actually crazy. So you just literally just need to take your chances. I think there is times where you could say, you know what, you're unlucky, but some of the goals that we're missing is no longer luck. It's just a lack of ability to finish. And some of these guys need to practice their shooting boots, take their shooting boots, and if Arteta's playing the players in the wrong position, or he's playing players that are not to their strengths, he needs to play to their strengths. Overall, I don't think what happened over the last 2 games is normal. It's not the norm.
Do you think you need to improve on your football in general, though? Like Arteta needs to go back and be a little bit more brave and believe in your players a little bit more. Because yesterday, could you not admit maybe even let me just ask you a question. Even if you take away the last couple games, because in the league you haven't exactly lost bar Fulham, I think, but bar that do you not think you're playing at such a slow tempo? And I know the Arsenal I feared personally in the last couple seasons was the one that was getting ball back to front quick, and it was fire, it was electric. You couldn't handle it. But now it's more reserved. I'm seeing places like Odegaard should be shooting and he's passing the ball to the side, and he usually takes those shots. Havertz in a great position. Man was rather flick it to the left wing and get across it. It's like, and even yesterday, Trossard, when he came on, if you watch Trossard, I'm telling you now, a couple of those positions, he lick shot bottom bins or tries. I feel like it's all gone a little bit backwards from what I
let me answer that. You're right, yeah, but let me tell you one thing that I will say about that, yeah, is this game against Man United was way better than the game when we played you in the league. Like it was.
You mean overall in terms of trying
overall
to play?
For us, this game was an easier game than that game. That game was a lot tougher for us. It felt for me anyway. This game felt like we were all over you. We dominated your team. It was all about us. So as long as you leave the fate in your hands, then you can come out of that game feeling like, okay, at least I know what I can do. It weren't down to Man United why we didn't go through.
No, Marcus. Without even before 10 men, they were dominating our possession. We could barely string 5 passes together.
But bro, this is the thing. Everyone talks about Arsenal's chance creation. How do we improve our finishing?
You just need a striker and a left winger.
So without incoming signings, we're not going to be able to finish our finishing.
You know what is it, Gal?
We're not. It's been proven. These players are not good enough to win the league. It's been proven for the last 3 years.
It's not just finishing, but I feel like you need more. I don't know if you agree, Hooks, as well. Like
you're not going to win the league with Havertz up front. Simple as that.
I feel like bar the striker though. I feel like you need another creator in there. Like not Marino. He's a scrub, man. But Declan Rice was. I like Declan Rice's performance yesterday as it goes. I'll be real. He looked like the striker in your team. Havertz was too busy dilly-dallying with flipping Sterling on the right. Like, why are you there? I even used to say, I was gaslighting Arsenal fans a little bit. But bars that, I was like, bro, like, what's he doing on the right-hand side? Declan Rice is your furthest forward. I'm like, shouldn't you not have 2 in the box? Not, you got the extra man. Use 2 in the box. Not like three of you are out right-hand side. What's going on? I was loving it. I was thinking like, yeah, go on, keep doing it. I love it.
I just find it crazy that we've. I just find it crazy that we've signed bare midfielders and we've signed bare left backs at the expense of not signing a striker, but we still need a left back, we still need a midfielder for the 8, and we still need a striker. Like it's just bare failed signings. Like I don't like. It's clear that Rice should be played in the 6, for me at least. Like, cause he I don't know, man. There's a lot of things that I saw yesterday where it's like, if we just had someone who was naturally.
Jorginho was class, by the way. It was difficult for Man United to press.
I don't know.
It was a good
man. Jorginho was good.
From what I was seeing, from what I could see, you might not see because the TV, like his positioning was so difficult for Bruno to get even close to. It was actually annoying me, to be honest. I was hoping Partey would play instead because even though it's more difficult, even though it's like, but Partey came on later, innit? So
yeah, but we need someone in the 8 that's just like it's more natural for them to get into forward positions. Like I feel like Declan Rice, all of his education has been in defensive areas. So like just put him in the 6, which means that we need another 8. And this Marino brother, I don't know, man. Like I still don't really know what he does, but I'm not gonna like fully like collapse him until like I'll give him until the season.
He made 5 passes or 6 passes in the first half.
6 passes completed in the first half.
Yeah, that is criminal.
To me, Lewis Skelly looks like he should really be trying to be figuring out him and should be in the 8.
Yeah, but the left back.
The amount of attacking he does with that in the left. I know you need a left back, but Kieran Tierney's fit, bro.
No. Tierney's finished.
No, he's not. He's not finished. I don't think. I'm not gonna lie. I know it was 10 men. He came on yesterday, and he solidified what you needed to try and get into the end because we were getting little gaps and nearly a chance with Xerxes and stuff. Comes on, he kind of solidified it. Do you know what I mean? I hear you with a Skelly shout. He's naturally a centre mid, anyways, isn't it?
Yeah, he is naturally. He's naturally a centre mid. But
that's what I need there.
Who do we play at left back, guys? Who do we play at left back?
You got about 8 of them. Have a pick.
Miles Lewis Skelly.
He doesn't want to play Tierney, but we can't invert.
Miles Lewis Skelly is probably going to be our left back. And call me crazy. If we're down this many attacking players, when we need a left winger to come on, play Kieran Tierney. Play Kieran Tierney left wing. He's a better crosser than majority of our attacking players.
Tierney's done, man. He can go. He needs to go.
No, but I know. But in the meanwhile, while we need attacking options, let's be honest, our defenders are better attackers than our forwards, bro. Gabriel Magalhaes finishes more of those chances than Havertz does.
He's just been shot. Yeah, his shot yesterday was snappy. You know what I mean?
Hey, from my view, I couldn't see it because I ain't watched it back. Was it like any deflections on the way through?
There was a deflection.
No, it
bounced
on the ground, no?
No, I think it went off a Man United player.
Yeah, it went off a Man United player.
Moved.
So we scored our goal for you. Crazy.
He still drew the game, so it's all right. Anyways, like I was saying though, what's funny is that the player who should have been the solution is playing at Fulham, and if he had got himself,
which player?
Emil Smith Rowe.
Oh, what's going on there?
No, this is what I'm saying. I said should have been.
What's happening there?
Well, this is what I said should have been. I never said he is the solution. He should have been the solution. His injuries and his lack of fitness is what cost him. But in terms of what he was when he first started and the ability, because right now what we have is a problem with being able to drive the ball through the middle. No one can carry the ball. Odegaard doesn't have the pace to do that, right? So
but
right
that's why I said Lewis Skelly should be in the 8. That's why I said that.
But what I'm saying though is that the solution was the guy who we let go to Fulham because unfortunately he had issues with his fitness and obviously there's an issue with his application to the game and the injuries has classed him as well. And that's frustrating because he was.
Can I half correct you? Can I half correct you? Because people talk about this injury issues with ESR. The brother was fit for months. Arteta never played him. I think he played the game against Luton Town.
How do you know he's fit enough to play?
Hold on, wait. Let me.
How do you know that?
Let me land because I see him on the bench unused or coming on for Kettle minutes.
No, but just because you're on the bench doesn't always mean you're actually fit enough to play. Sometimes you're making up the numbers. Sometimes you're there to
Ben White wasn't fit enough to play. The manager still played him. Jesus wasn't fit to play at times. He still played him.
Saka wasn't fit enough to play.
What are we doing here? What are we doing here? But the fact of the we're not going to do that to Smith Rowe. We're not going to do that to Smith Rowe. The brother was fit for months. He barely played. He played against Luton. I think he got man of the match. From what I remember, he was one of the better players in that game. I don't think he got a start since. One, if that. And that's the problem. And I'm sorry for me, guys, enough of this in-house solutions, a lot of this nonsense. I know Arteta's put this out in press conference. No, I'm not here for that. There is a big reason, and I don't mean to be a broken record, but there's a big reason as to why I say, listen, something upstairs has to change, whether that's the manager, Arteta himself, or, bringing in another director of football, which we should have done by now, or I don't know, changing the CEO. I don't know, but something has to change. Because we keep talking about solutions this, solutions that. Okay, what can we do now? What can we do for the meantime? Unfortunately, this is a squad that Arteta has built, where we have basketballers in midfield. Yeah, we've got number 10s and centre mids at left backs. We've got opposition Havertz.
It's true.
We've got Martinelli, who when he started out, yeah, he was a striker. Now we've asking him to play on the left wing, on the touchline, not even on his strongest favourite foot. I'm sorry, guys. There are too many things missing out of this team. We keep talking about
that sounded like Raya when he jumped out of the way.
It's not going to happen. Rice and Marino, I don't know, for me, they're 6s. Why the flip are they 8s? Why are we missing so many chances? Sorry, guys, not that these guys need to practice. It's because this is the squad, this is the team that my man has built. Certain players that are in certain positions, they should be more attack-minded. Instead, we have Declan Rice at the end of chances. This is the squad that he has built.
By the way,
in my humble opinion, we are going to continue go down this route. There is no solution with this manager.
And you want to know something? The solution to your problem is not the manager. It's clearly signing more. It's clearly signing attacking players. We've invested in the defense. Our defense got better. We invested in the midfield. Our midfield got better. We have not invested in the attack. You invest in the attack. Simple. It's going to get better. You just need to make sure you sign the right players. You don't go and invest 100 million on some shit players in the attack. And don't even try to say Kai Havertz was an investment. Kai Havertz was supposed to be an investment in the midfield. Jesus was an investment, and let's be honest, those first 6 months, he's been amazing. Since then, he's been extremely unlucky.
It wasn't
He's
6
been
months.
extremely unlucky.
It wasn't
Also-
6 months.
also-
It wasn't. You got. Sorry, I got correct.
Brother,
It
let me
wasn't
finish.
6
Let me
months.
finish. Let me
It was
finish.
before the
Let
World
me
Cup.
half in it. Half in it, Ollie.
No, the World Cup was in
Let me finish,
November,
bro.
and he got
Let me
injured before the
finish,
World Cup. It wasn't 6 months.
Whatever it was. Whatever it was. If it wasn't 6 months, it wasn't 6 months.
Sorry, go on.
But my main thing is Arsenal Football Club right now need to invest in the attack. And it's not about sacking the manager at this point, because the same manager who you're criticizing is the one who's able to get a tune out of these guys to the point where we're one game away from winning the league. I know we didn't win it, but that in itself goes to show me that he's been able to do so much work with this team. If he goes and gets that final piece, we're going to get it done. We're similar to how Liverpool were when Klopp didn't have Van Dijk. Their attack was good. Their midfield was kind of sorted. They just needed a couple of tweaks here and there. They went and got 3 players and bang, they were ready. I think we made big mistakes in the summer, and that's left us short. And right now, if we can go and get a forward, we can go and get a left winger, this team goes from A to B, and I think we get over the line. And right now, we're not even that far off. With all the issues you guys are mentioning, we're 3rd in the Champions League. We're 2nd in the league, 6 points off. If they were to have acted quickly, like Man City are currently acting in the January transfer window, we could easily have already had a signing in by now.
But that's what they're upset about, that we're not acting quickly. That's what these men are moaning about. Like, even though I'm kind of more towards what you're saying, that's what, when people, like, for me to that go against what people are saying, they're starting to prove me right, me wrong bit by bit, because what they're saying is slowly but surely coming to fruition. Yeah. They've been saying for a while, we don't sign the right players, we need a striker. We needed a striker for about 4 years. Like, we all know that. Everyone can see that. We've needed a striker for how long have we needed a striker? We didn't win the league 2 years ago. We had one of the best seasons we've ever had. Didn't win the league. Didn't win the league last year. Why are we not buying a damn striker? You can buy Havertz as a bit part player as well, but why the hell will you not just buy? Even if we just bought an Ivan Toney, it would have changed everything for us. What difference does it? Isaac's trying to prove that he can win the league with Havertz instead of winning the league with a striker. Just buy the damn striker.
And the argument.
Let me tell you something.
Before you go, I was going to say very quickly, the arguments of goals that we scored in the past 2 seasons, which I have used before, but I'm going to even counteract that. The problem is not the goals scored. The problem is the goals not scored in the crucial moments. That's where a striker changes it for you, right? So it's not the fact that we can score 83 or whatever it is, 88 goals last season, whatever it was. It's the fact that in a game like yesterday, when you have that chance to bury it, you got Havertz who puts it over the bar. It's when we play against Aston Villa last year, and essentially we're going on a run, and we win that game, we pretty much win the league. You have Trossard in the position who misses the chance. Those are the crucial moments where you have a striker who you can.
So not to cut you there. The only difference is, the only reason why I would blame Arteta on those type of games is because if those chances fell to, say, centre midfielders, that's not your striker in that position. So you can be like, oh, you should have scored that, but whatever. But Havertz is our number 9.
That's what I mean.
If it falls to Havertz, that's the position that you've decided not to put whatever 170 odd mil striker in that position. Because if it falls to that striker there, then you can say, okay, it fell to Havertz, he would probably get that chance. How many chances I see when we're playing, a man are flinging it in the box and the guy is not even where he's meant to be. Like, I'm talking about, is that only scored the goal against us because he had natural instinct to pounce on a loose ball? But that's why a lot of men that say certain things, they're becoming right. Like, what's it, Shaq, innit? Shaq, innit?
Yeah.
It's like Shaq's becoming right with certain things that he's saying, because he's saying he can't say the same things for 2 years and then why is a man having to repeat himself for 2 whole years? And I'm Arteta in, don't get it twisted. I'm definitely Arteta in, but it's like, oh, don't make me look stupid, because it's clear the whole world can see we need a striker. So that's the only thing about it.
Yeah, and to be honest, if you continue, I'm sorry, guys, if you continue to support this regime, you're going to continue.
No, but do you guys think he's stupid? Do you guys think Arteta's
Huh?
stupid? Do you guys
No, I
think
think so.
Arteta doesn't
In
want to
some
start
ways,
there?
in some ways, yes.
No, you're being dumb. I'm sorry, Shaq, you're my guy, but
Why am I
it's not
being dumb?
Arteta. It's not on Arteta that these guys are being stingy. It's not on Arteta that these guys are not going out and getting what needs to be done.
No, they've given him money though, God. To be
No,
fair,
no,
they have.
yes,
They've given him money.
Yes, they've given him money, but they've always left him short.
Miguel,
Think about
Miguel,
it. They're
Miguel,
saying,
we've
Yeah,
had-
go on,
no,
listen.
stop it,
Miguel,
stop it, stop it.
no.
Stop it. Listen to what I'm saying before you interject. 2022, they said they did not deem Isaac worth the value of the release clause. Does that mean that they were giving Arteta the money to go and get a player that he wanted? No. Number two, then the next window, what did they say? Oh, we're not going to get Dusan Vlahovic. We can't get what he ends up going to Juventus. We can't get this guy. He ends up going to Barcelona in Rafinha. We can't get Mikel Mudryk. He goes to Chelsea. Maybe we saved our money on that one. And that right there, out of all the different signings that we could have done, look at it now. Sesko goes back to RB Leipzig. You got Nico Williams. They don't want to pay his wages. They're being stingy, and you guys are saying, "Oh, being idiots," and just saying, "Oh, let's just blame Arteta because he doesn't want it." It's not that he doesn't want it. He clearly wants to address this area.
No.
The best managers in the world. Go on, Shaq.
No, go on. Go on.
No, but the only thing I'll say to that is they
Wait,
don't
wait.
say when do you want a striker, then him in the press conference say no.
That's one. So at that point, you're protecting
He's protecting his players.
Let's show manager again. Let's show manager.
No, he's not.
But one second, did he not? You pick and
Miguel.
choose. You pick and
Miguel.
choose which interviews you want to listen to. Did he not say in a post?
God damn it.
Okay.
That
Miguel,
the board know what they
Miguel.
want, but it's out of his hands.
Okay.
Yeah.
Miguel,
Yeah.
first of all,
Just pick and choose.
But what I'm saying is, do you think that do you think you should buy a striker in January then?
You should, yeah. You need to buy
So
one now.
who do you think you should buy in January? So who do you think
Before
they should be looking at in January?
Before we go to that, no,
Osman.
I want to say a couple of things. One, if he's coming out and saying, that he's happy with the players he's got, he's not protecting the players, he's protecting the board, because ultimately he can go out there and just say, actually, no, my team isn't fully constructed as I want it to be right now, and I would like X, Y, and Z. And he can go out there and say it, and of course, what happens is that the flack comes from the board to him. So he's protecting himself and he's protecting the board by saying that. And then when you go back to when he said no to to Isaac, I think Isaac went for 60 odd million, and we bought Jesus for 50. So you can't tell me that if he wanted to and he believed Isaac was going to be the player for him, that he couldn't go to the board and say, no, you have to invest X amount more because this is the quality of play that is going to take us to the next level. I'm sorry. He is the manager. He's not the head coach of Arsenal. He's the manager, which means that he has influence from top to bottom, right? He has him. There's a sporting director, yes, but he's a manager. Go and look. They changed his title from head coach to manager to give him more power. Go and read it.
Always what he wants. Don't act like that.
It's funny how Eddie is. It's funny how Eddie obviously announced that he's leaving a month ago, and since then, no new DOF. And then you have reports coming saying that Mikel Arteta is gonna have a hand in appointing the new director of football. What flipping club runs like that, where the manager can't have a say in who the director of football is or isn't? Who the hell runs a football club like that? I'm sorry. I'm looking at the evidence, and I'm looking at actions of this football club, especially the transfer market. I'm sorry, but if my man really wanted a striker, you would have got one instead of buying Kai Havertz instead. And now I understand that Havertz was intended for the midfield. Another L, another misprofiling of the player, played him there for half a season, but that's besides the point. Instead of spending 65 million on Havertz, I'm going to go one further. Instead of spending 100 million on Declan Rice, a ball winner at number 6, who now you are trying to shoehorn in the 8 and is getting of the end of chances, instead of doing that, how about use that money to actually get a flipping striker? Because I cannot believe. I'm sorry. Look, maybe I'm giving Eddie too much credit, but I cannot believe our director of football would actually sit there and think it's a good idea to go out there and spend 65 million on Havertz. Someone pushed the boat on that. Someone did, and I'm convinced it's Arteta. It's funny how now he's got this new contract. He's on 15 million a year. Remember, this is the same situation that we had with Arsene Wenger. Remember when they was asking him about a director of football? What's a director of football? You know, does he deal with the guys? It's the same thing happening now.
Yeah, but the issue isn't the issue isn't Havertz, because Havertz hasn't been a bad signing. The issue is that we expect Havertz to be our main player up front. That's the issue. Havertz hasn't been a bad signing.
I agree.
No, the problem is having Havertz as a main player anywhere. You do not spend 65 million and give the man 280 raw if he's not going to be a key player in your team. You don't do that. And I'm going to mention something else as well. And I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong on this. But guys, understand something. Unless Jesus or Havertz gets moved on, or a Martinelli, bruv, you see that idea of bringing in a striker. You see that idea of having your head, that shit way. It's not gonna happen. The club is not gonna have several men on 200k plus. Declan Rice on 240, Odegaard on 240, Martinelli on 190, Havertz on 285, Jesus on 265. Crazy. We are not going to have all of that in our wage budget and then bring in an Isaac or what do you call it? It's not going to happen. Another problem. 1 second ago.
No, but I have your answer. Please, I have your answer.
One more thing down. One more thing. We land on the point. One more thing. There's one more problem. Hence, as to why I said I want this manager out, or I want to change in the regime. Something, because the problem is these players that we want to leave, Arteta has put big trust in them. We want players in the midfield that are going to be more forward thinking. This midfield is full of basketballers. It is by design. The more and more time goes, the more Mikel Arteta gives you evidence of what he wants in his team. Stop it. That we are going to go ahead and all of a sudden bring in all these good attacking players and get rid of man that he's put a lot of trust in. I'm sorry, bruv. You man are in the sunken place. It ain't gonna happen.
Listen, send some super chats and likes for Shaq's internet, man. Seriously, send some likes for Shaq's internet.
Hayden already done one. He said, "Stop being glued to the gal." Arteta is finished. Arsenal's a big club, and you're supposed to be challenging that as the minimum. Stop glazing failure.
Yo, one second. I'm trying to figure out something. Shaq, I'm trying to figure out something, bro.
His internet?
Do you ignore the fact that Arsenal are gonna have Jesus potentially injured for the next 9 months, and his contract's running out in the summer, so that's one player off the books. Jorginho's contract's already running out. One second. Let me do the math for you. So Jesus 200k. Partey 200k, Jorginho, what is it? 120? What 150? What is it? You let me know. Then you have Sterling, who's going to be leaving, already on 100k. Then you have potentially Trossard, who's going to potentially also be leaving, who's another player who's on 100k. There's a lot of players where we're going to have to replace. We have to get something done in this window, and with all those wages leaving, they have the room to go and get players.
He's in 2027.
Okay, whatever. If we give,
I just researched that. I'm like, that don't sound good, right?
Stop it. Even if Jesus isn't leaving, we're only keeping him because of his injury to give him time to recover, right? The rest of the guys are still most likely going to be leaving. So I do think we're going to have the leverage in the room to go and bring somebody else in this window. And all this stuff about, we're not going to sign players because of wages, this and that. They have the room for the wages. They just need to go and sign the player.
I said in particular, if unless we get rid of the attackers that are on biggest wages, I don't think this club will go out there and sign an attacker. Now, you need to also understand this, and this is why I think we are in a bit of a rough situation at the moment, because, okay, Partey and Jorginho, they're going to leave on a free. Okay, cool. That's wages off the wage bill. Problem is, that's 2 players that we're going to have to replace. And another problem is, I do not trust this manager okay, to bring in the right appropriate profiles. Hence why I said there even needs to be a change in the regime above him or him go himself, because he's been here 5 years ago. He showed you the evidence. Basketball is in midfield. Number 10's and sentiments at left back. He's showing you what it is. Listen to him.
The funny thing is, the funny thing is,
showing you what he is.
Whenever I hear
the two players that he's trusted, we had a Aubameyang that bagged the goals and played on shoulder. He got rid of him. He brought in Jesus and Havertz. These guys are not natural number 9s. I'm sorry, but if a girl cheat on me this year, if I'm still with her next year, she's gonna cheat on me again. That's how I see it.
That has nothing to do with it. Man's talking about
profiles for 5 years. I don't expect him to do anything different.
Yo, Shaq,
yes,
you know what you sound like to me? Genuinely, Shaq, this is what you sound like to me.
A realist. Thank you. Appreciate that. Love that.
We can't hear a thing. It's not working.
I don't want to get no copyright. Are we there?
Yeah, I can't hear anything.
You know this video? You know this video?
I don't want to know what's in the video.
There's no copyright, bro. Listen, relax, bro. This is it.
Are you saying this? You did it for your stream.
Okay, I don't understand. What's the point?
It's literally a TikTok.
No, what's the point? What's the
you know the video? You know the video where the guy's like, Arteta out, bro. It's been 5 years, bro. Every fucking day, bro. We can't win the league, bro.
You sure that's not troops?
Chill, bro. It's not that serious. Like, man, I'm moving like every single drop point, every single result. The season's done. Everything's done. Calm down. We go and sign a signing. We make it. We can get something done this window. This team is still 6 points off Liverpool. There's 3. Yes, they have a game versus Nottingham Forest this weekend, and we have this midweek, and we have a game versus Tottenham. Something happens. They drop points to Nottingham Forest. We win. Boom. We're back in it like that. And all of this stuff about Arsenal, the last 2 games, unbelievable. 49 shots, 1 goal. How is that even normal?
It's like, normal when you don't have.
You're making it seem like what's been happening over the last 2 games.
Getting at the end of chances.
Bro,
that's how it happens.
You're complaining about signings. Yes, Moreno's not been that good.
Right?
We know the summer's not been that good. You keep mentioning Havertz, the same Havertz who were 1 kick away from winning the league with last year. Havertz is not the main issue. The main issue is we didn't continue to invest in the attack. Instead, we decided to invest in left back position and midfield. Last summer, I hear you, but overall, you guys need to relax because we can go and address this. It's not they see the mistakes. They can see the mistakes. I'm not sitting here. Cass is egging you on, throwing more flames on the fire.
Don't even look comfortable in your own ends. Don't look comfortable. I'm around.
No one gives a shit if you went to the game, guys. No one gives a shit. The reality is, you guys won the game. Fair play. It was you won it on pens. It wasn't like you outplayed us or anything. It was our own doing, our own defensive woes. And right now. We win versus Tottenham. We get a result versus Aston Villa. Everything's going to be fine. You guys need to relax.
Ask about me. I do.
That was a good one. Guys.
If Arsenal go and get the job done in the next 2 games and Liverpool slip up at all, you guys are going to be back talking about titles.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Remember what I said at the beginning of the stream?
No. I was eating.
Remember what I said at the beginning of the stream? Arsenal Football Club were like a rabbit in a wheel. Round and round we go. We win a few games. All of a sudden, we're back. We lose. Round and round we go. We don't come out of that wheel and try to leave. Round and round we go.
Off subject quickly. D on Trench Talks on Friday. Can we please get him? Can we please get T to do I'm around? He didn't do it on Friday, man. I just need that a fresh clip, like you know what I mean. I saw him. He still does the trolling thing. I see him. Someone took the TikTok and that, and he's still doing like he's lying in the fridge and all this, doing all the jokes and that. Fam, this guy don't stop. Top tier troll.
Shaq, I call us Washing Machine FC. You know what I mean? Where you post this
rabbit in the wall.
I just keep going round and round.
Ollie, wait, hold on. You're a part of that.
I told you I'm not. I've been hurt too much now, man.
Yo, Cam,
you're a part of that. Go on, go.
I'm gonna head off. I'm just gonna say, guys, calm down. This whole stuff, I get it, upsetting after losing to Man United, getting knocked out the cup and everything, and of course losing to Newcastle. but crazier things have happened. We
What,
just need to
Gal?
hope.
What are you
We
saying?
just
Are you
need to
gonna?
hope. We just need to hope that we can make a good signing in this window, and we can see where we go from there. The season's not over. It's not over.
What are you saying, Gal? You're gonna show up to stream if you beat Tottenham?
I got my shit going on Wednesday.
Man said I didn't say during. I said after.
Oh no. If anything, you guys can catch me on my stream, and then I might be coming on afterwards. I'll see.
Hey, that's what we like to hear, my boy.
Anyways, I'm out of here, people. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna end it there pretty much, anyways.
Yourself
Gal,
now.
you think? Oh, I didn't catch that one either. My bad, man.
Well, I think it's not 6 points. They've got to drop 9 points.
Horrible.
I mean,
six.
it could all start with Nottingham Forest tomorrow.
They're not going to listen to Nottingham Forest.
I think they will.
I think they beat them.
Yeah. Well,
I think
has
it's
anyone
gonna
got?
Like
Does
3-1.
Have anyone got anything to shout out quick? Nah, man. Just go subscribe to Famzone and the Gals channel. Hooks was here as well. Everyone knows Hooks by now. Or Famzone TV, man. So on that notice, yeah, man. What's this? No like has big and raw serious demand that need the Arsenal citizen advice ASAP tomorrow. Hey, absolutely. Hey, I didn't want it being chaotic tonight, so you know what I mean. It's just like reserve chat more time because I've got a headache, man. So in a bit, man. Tomorrow, 12 p.m. tomorrow.
Cat's great draw, yeah.
Love my G.
Hey, Leicester. Yes, love that. Ruben is getting in the bin blood. Imagine binning out the team he beat. Madness.
All right.